But what about the kids that gotta eat? What about the kids that gotta eat? We doing our part. We doing our part. We provide Section 8 housing. We doing what we gotta do to be able to provide housing, affordable housing for the people out here in low income families. Job salaries has not changed. We are living in 2025. Inflation is here. Job salaries is here. It's not easy in America. Y'all saying get jobs. The salaries are not keeping up with inflation. What do you motherfuckers don't get? We grew up on Section 8. We come from that. We know how it is being in those environments, but we decided to put our life in our own hands and change everything for ourselves, not only for us, but for generations to come. What's going on, people? Welcome back to another one. We appreciate all the love we've been getting over these past couple videos that we've dropped. We really appreciate all the love. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Yes. Stay tuned for more content. If you like the content, please give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate all the love. It's really been surprising, man, for our channel to come this far. We are super thankful for that. Yeah, so we back with another one. Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Shout out to the government, man. The government has came through, man. Instead of shutting down snaps completely, November has came and they decided not to give everybody all their snaps, but they decided to give back the snaps on a partial basis, which is better than nothing. I can get that. Instead of snatching the carpet up under people, at least let them get partial and figure that out. They shouldn't even be taking snaps anyway. Ain't no way in hell that you put these people in this kind of bond and then all of a sudden you want to pull the plug whenever you feel like it. That's wrong. But we got to give it up for them for at least giving back partial of the snap. So round of applause for that. We appreciate that. I think there's still families out here hurting when they're so used to having this monthly budget and a certain amount of snaps and to be able to food shop. And then all of a sudden you just pull the plug on them and then just give them half. Like that doesn't make sense. That's just weird to be in that space. And ain't no telling what the food industry, how they gonna like feel that as well. Like, cause I'm pretty sure they losing billions of dollars for people only having half. Yeah, probably because trillions.
SNAP benefits bring so much.
Yeah, they really do. They really do.
So, and I think WIC is affected as well.
Yeah, WIC.
So you
that's
gotta
another
think all
government
of those
program.
things together, they combine together.
Yeah.
The grocery stores are losing out, but the government, I think they'll be backed into a corner.
Yeah, at some point they're gonna have to give people back their full benefits because it don't make no sense to give them half but don't want to give them the full. Like that doesn't just add up at all.
It doesn't.
And we don't know if they're gonna give it on the next week. We don't know if they're gonna give it the partial in the next month. We don't know when. There's no timeline on none of this stuff. So it's actually kind of being a weird space because you got Thanksgiving coming up, you got Christmas coming up. I'm pretty sure you got New Year's. People have birthdays and holidays in between that. There's people that really rely on this food stamps on a day-to-day basis. Like, so to be in that bond, not knowing when those food stamps are going to be released, that has to be tough for some families. For them to have that partial back, that's a blessing. That's good, but it's still kind of weird because the people have food budgets that they rely on. Ain't no telling how many kids individuals got worldwide, but it's like partial is better than nothing. Like so. Yeah. They gotta accept that. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of these people probably don't have jobs. Some of them they have disabilities. Some of them can't work. So it's like something is better than nothing. Like so.
At this moment.
Yeah, at this moment, especially with the holidays and stuff coming. So I definitely give the government that for taking that step in that direction. That's a super blessing. My whole thing is y'all keep telling these people to get jobs, but this inflation is so crazy in this economy. A basic job is not gonna be able to keep up with the economy, today's world, today's time, when it comes to like housing, when it comes to gas prices, when it comes to food prices. A lot of these companies only offering $18 to $20 an hour. So it's like, how do you expect somebody out here just to go get a job and think that job is just going to cover everything when this economy is extremely high and everything's inflated? It don't make sense. This economy is jacked up, and some of these people cannot afford food. If they rely on snaps, let them people rely on snaps. Everybody has if you decide to get a job, that's what you decide to do. Everybody's situation and circumstances is not the same. And y'all gotta stop that shit trying to just call these people homeless and bums. Y'all categorizing certain people and cultures and saying y'all belong on SNAP and y'all spending our tax dollars and this, that, and the third. That's really not it.
Answer me this, people. Since SNAP has been cut, do you know now where your tax dollars are going?
No.
Have you received them back?
No.
Is it going back in your account?
No.
So what's the problem?
Y'all keep saying get rid of these programs and get rid of Section 8 and get rid of food stamps, but we don't know where the tax dollars is going anyway. No. So once the government gets rid of those two different sectors, Where's the money going? Is it going into the roads? Is it going into SSI? Going to the healthcare plans? We don't know where this money's going. So at the end of the day, it's not like it's going back into your pocket. Do you see it changing your check? Do you see that change? Show me the change. Because once they cut it, where's the tax money going? Is it going back into your paycheck? Where's it going? We don't know. You don't know. So why are you so eager about getting rid of Section 8 housing and food stamps when you don't know where the money's going anyway? It don't make no sense.
And for you guys to keep saying, go get a job, go get a job. These jobs, and it's almost like this economy is functioning back in the day's time. Back in the early 2000s.
When it comes to the job market, yes. The job salaries has not changed. Job salaries has not changed. We are living in 2025. Inflation is here. Job salaries is here. How is the average person supposed to keep up? I don't even care if it's a 2-family income household. It's still hard. It's not easy in America. Y'all saying get jobs. The salaries are not keeping up with inflation. What do you motherfuckers don't get? Jobs don't change everything. At least encourage people to become entrepreneurs and go out here and start their own business. That way there's no cap and there's no ceiling on how much money they can make.
But they don't want us to have that.
But they don't want us to be business savvy.
No.
They don't want us to be business savvy. They want us to be on Section 8. And what people don't realize, these are the books right here. These books right here changed our life. This right here, this information was a mindset. We had a lot of unlearning and relearning to do. And these are the books that helped change our life, to put us in a better situation. For us as a family, as a marriage, and also for our kids. This stuff, our kids is reading these books. So this is going to the next generation. It's about, we grew up on Section 8. We come from that. We know how it is being in those environments, but we decided to put our life in our own hands and change everything for ourselves, not only for us, but for generations to come.
We relate to
You
both
have
sides.
to educate yourself. We understand how it is on both sides. We feel bad for the families. We feel bad for families that's going through a situation where they don't have no snaps and they losing their housing vouchers and things like that. That's unfortunate. We've been there. We've been down that road. I remember it was times when we had to live in a shelter. That's not good for a kid to have to go through that. And y'all keep talking about getting rid of these food stamps. What about the children?
Yes.
Y'all don't care about
These
children?
babies.
What about these babies? That's the biggest thing. I understand that parents make mistakes and they have kids and stuff like that. But what about the kids that gotta eat? What about the kids that gotta eat? We know how these infomercials look from overseas. We all grew up with cable TV or basic TV when you see those infomercials and stuff like that. Y'all want that to be America?
Yeah, seems like
the kids gotta eat. What part y'all don't get, man?
It's sad. It really is sad, and it's disheartening that we as people, as adults, are not even considering these kids.
No,
we're
not
just
at
straight.
all.
Oh, you need to change your life. You need to be doing this.
You telling people stop having kids. How y'all telling people to stop having kids?
That?
And y'all so worried about y'all tax dollars, but if they cut these programs, if they cut food stamp and they cut Section 8, the tax dollars are still not going to be in your paycheck.
You will not have them. They will find another place to park those dollars. They will be somewhere else. So y'all saying all that to say what?
And Social Security is already going bankrupt. So maybe they'll take away the Section 8 housing and the food stamps and put that on Social Security. Because Social Security is probably not going to be around that long. Are we doing the statistics on that? No. And that's where the majority of our tax dollars go anyway. Only 1% of that go to food stamp and housing. But y'all so worried about cutting that, man. What I'm realizing it's bigger than food stamps and housing in America. I realize, man, a divided culture in America, man, on all levels. We are divided through our zip code. We are divided through our school system. We are divided by race. We are divided on all levels. And it's unfortunate.
By assets.
By assets, ownership,
like
jobs. It's insane. It's insane. It's ridiculous, man. Like, we really need to come together and stand up and help each other. How about, like, we try to come up with a solution instead of bickering and fighting against each other? It's like the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poor. While we out here bickering and fighting against each other, the government and the 1% is still benefiting. Because you got to remember, Uncle Sam is never retiring. He's never retiring, no matter where these tax dollars is dispersed to. Uncle Sam is never retiring. He's not going nowhere.
He's still going to get his off the top. So,
and you really motherfuckers don't get it. You motherfuckers really don't get it. It's sad, man. It's really sad, man. I know too many people that I grew up with that is relying on this SNAP. And people are really suffering out here, man. Food is supposed to be essential. Food and water is supposed to be... Food, water, and shelter should be essential. And y'all worried about people getting jobs.
It shouldn't even be a thought.
It shouldn't be a thought at all. It should be mandatory that somebody has a meal, that somebody have a roof over their head, somebody can drink water. But y'all so worried about us going to school and educating. Y'all put more emphasis on that. When that school system ain't doing nothing but paying you to get a job to work for the 1% anyway.
Hello.
We got to do better, man. We got to do better as a people, man. This country really needs some help, man, and it really do. And I feel like the people has to stick together. Stop worrying about all these different cultures and different places we come from. We need to stick together as a human race.
That's it.
We have to figure this out. There's no way in hell that you can provide these families with this amount of food stamps so they can eat every month and then go back and just take everything away. Like, that's not fair.
Or maybe they can do that. Maybe they can.
They have the control to do that, but come on, man. We got to have some human decency here, too, at some point.
That's why we're in this predicament, because we're letting people give us things.
Yeah.
And take it away.
Yeah.
It's controlling.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, America's controlling on all parts, all aspects.
They really are. They really are.
You own the house, but we still got to pay taxes.
Uncle Sam is never retiring.
It's never going to stop.
It's never going to stop.
So you people thinking that your tax dollars are safe, oh my God, SNAP is done, WIC is done. It's just going to be, the money's just going to be parked somewhere else. So at the end of the day, you say that to say what? And
my whole thing is, we doing our part. We doing our part. We provide Section 8 housing. We doing what we got to do to be able to provide housing, affordable housing for the people out here in low-income families. At the end of the day, we don't want them to be low-income family. We want everybody to rise up to be able to live out their potential, to live their life in abundance. But as a people, as a family, we are playing our part, and we are providing affordable housing for the less fortunate people in America.
Exactly.
How can you see bad in that? That's supposed to be a good thing. There's no bad in that.
Clearly.
We just trying to play our part and do what we can. And it feels so good to give back in that sense. And people saying we worried about government cheese. It's not even about the money. We come from Section 8, so we understand. We know how it is. It's the give back for us. That feels good more than anything. That money's not changing our lives.
No.
Especially not right now. It's more of an equity play. So at the end of the day, this is our way to give back. We want to give back to affordable housing. We know how it is. We understand. And do we want our tenants to stay on that for long? No. We want them to lift themselves up to be able to move on from that and get their own ownership and things like that. And provide for their family and live life in abundance and move on to do better, bigger and better things. We want that for everybody. Because if you're doing bigger and better things, that motivates us.
Exactly.
It shows us it's possible. So we got to do better, people. We got to do better. We got to stick together. We got to do better. We got to figure out different solutions. And we got to stop bickering. We got to stop picking on each other and fighting. And instead of doing that, try to find solutions. We have to find solutions.
Be the solution.